welcome to CAGcast episode number 584. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's proud to announce his new digital media subscription service, Wombat.
It's called the WOMBIA. It's $29.99 a month.
I thought it was called the Womb.
It's called the Womb. I couldn't trademark.
He's got two services.
It doesn't have good SEO, so I couldn't use it.
Good call.
So I went with Wombia. Yeah, it's much better SEO. Yeah, it's $29.99 a month. It gives you all the games.
All the games.
It gives you all the games, but games is spelled with a U and a Z.
A U and oh. What's an example of a game I could get?
Well, it's got Destiny. Destiny is also spelled with a U and a Z. And it's got the Fortnites.
Interesting.
Yes.
I feel like it might be priced a little high at $29.99 a month.
What? I asked my kids, and everyone wants to play the Fortnites.
All right. That's
a
free game.
Fortnites.
That's a free game.
No, it's Fortnites. It's FORTKNIGHTS. Fortnites. It's great, and the kids are gonna love it. It's got everything that the Fortnite has, but it gives you all the content that comes with Fortnites.
Nice.
So $29.99 a month. You get the Fortnites, you get the Destinies, and Wombia. That's where it's at.
I'm out.
The problem with that announcement is you announced a price. I was totally on board if you hadn't given me a price.
I understand that.
You got to save that for later.
Is Oprah involved? Is Oprah spelled with a Z?
You and a Z?
And the symbol for boron?
Oh, boy. Video games are fun, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
So which of my athletic victories do you want to hear about first? Do you want to hear about the rowing machine victory or the table tennis victory?
I don't know. Do I get to talk about the art competition victory?
Sure, but I go first.
Okay, tell me about rowing machines, because that sounds
Well, what? Why would you choose that?
Because I assume it
That
involves
was one of the
flatulence.
options. It was one of the options. That's why he chose it.
Okay.
I assume it involves flatulence, and that sounds amusing to me.
And delicious smoothies.
I think if a smoothie tends to lead to flatulence.
Delicious smoothies at Orange Theory.
Smoothie plus rowing machine equals flatulence.
No, they had, excuse me, they had at Orange Theory, they had another one of these benchmark tests. Remember last time was like the running one, and I told you how I was able to run like a mile in a reasonable time. So now they were doing a rowing one, and this time it was how fast can you row 2 meters? 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers.
2 meters. Pretty fast, I think.
Kilometers. 2 kilometers. Or 2,000 meters. But definitely not 2 meters.
That checks out.
Yes.
So that's almost a mile. Or is that a little over?
It's more than a mile.
That is more than a mile.
That's more than a mile. Sorry, I corrected myself, but anyway, go on.
So anyway, I watched like a couple YouTube videos just to make sure I was doing it right. And then I did a respectable time of 7 minutes and 23 seconds. So I was proud of myself once again.
Wait. That's pretty fast.
I know.
Are you sure? 2,000 meters? Are you sure it wasn't closer to like 500 meters?
2,000 meters. So
2,000 meters.
Under 8 minutes is considered like good, I think.
So you're rowing faster than you can run that?
Well, no, that was
right.
Oh.
2,000 meters is like
it's about
a mile and a quarter, basically.
The other one was how fast could you run in 12 minutes was the other test that I did. And it wasn't a good test to see how fast I could run the mile in, to be honest, because I had to run a mile and a half or something. I had to run for 12 minutes, basically.
My ideas of how fast you can row a boat versus how fast you can run are maybe way off base here, but I think I can run faster than I can
it's
row
different.
a boat.
It's different.
You can definitely row. I think you can row faster than you can run. Cheapy, row your boat ashore.
Anyway.
Kumbaya.
I usually only row a boat if I also have a beer in that boat with me.
And you're not dying.
And I'm going with the current.
Right. You're not doing like Harvard row techniques. Whatever the video was I watched. I don't think it was.
I was on my crew team in college, but that's only because my parents paid them so I could get in.
I feel like rowing might be one thing where having long
That
legs.
happened between shows, by the way. That whole
What?
the crazy college thing, that happened between shows.
What are you talking
You haven't
about?
done the college payoff scandal?
Oh.
Remember that?
What are you
That's like
talking
old
about?
news now.
Crazy college thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
I know it. What? Okay.
That was like the biggest news in the world for like a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I listened to it enough on Howard Stern. I don't need to listen to it ever
bet.
again.
It's fine.
And my other my other athletic victory was I made a new ping pong paddle that I ordered parts from China, and it took about a month to get here. And I conquered everybody with it. That's all I
With like the natural.
The funny thing is, you say that, but
Did you carve Wonder Bad into the side?
Was there lightning involved?
listen. So usually, when you most people when they have a ping pong paddle, there's rubber and sponge, and then the wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what my coach told me to do he said on one side, just put the sponge on. I mean, just put the rubber on, no sponge. So
That sounds like cheating.
It's not. But when you hit the ball with that side, it makes like a clonking sound. So not unlike a baseball hitting a bat, but slowly.
But doesn't the ball wouldn't you hit it harder without the sponge, or is
No, because you want the sponge to generate spin. And I mean, if you're looking for sheer speed, you need the sponge to generate the spin. But that's a lot of work.
The wood is for speed.
No, the wood is for control. The sponge is for speed.
Let's see.
I think.
What?
I don't know.
That sounds backwards to me.
It does. It sounds backwards to me too.
You need the sponge.
Everything I know about sports is backwards in this episode.
No.
Yeah.
Listen. The sponge you want to generate spin, right?
Yeah.
So the ball.
So you have to determine if a player is sponge worthy before each match.
You don't want the ball to bounce off the racket.
Correct.
Right? If you
which
have,
is why it would be for control.
That's why you have this. No, well, it's just going to be slower. Everything's going to be slower off of it. Oh,
I don't know. I've
Anyway.
already decided I don't care.
Right. That's fine. For other things that people don't care about, how about show feedback?
Okay. I was going to say my daughter won her art competition for the second year in a row. Woo!
Nice.
2 years in a row, grand champion.
They're going to not let her do it anymore.
Well, it's district wide, but it's her last year in the 5th grade and under category. Next year is 6 through 12. So that's stiffer competition, I think. High school seniors tend to be good at art.
Right.
As opposed to right now where she competed with kindergartners. Yeah. She kicked a few on the way out, but whatever. Congratulations. She got a $25 gift card to Target.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, I took it from her.